What's up, YouTube? It's your boy John Trades, and welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk about how prop firms are rigged to lose and how you're able to beat them. So today I just want to go over how they are rigged to lose so you can understand going into prop firms. Excuse me, let me turn my music down a little bit. Going into prop firms, you understand what's going on behind them, and I'm explaining to you how you can beat them so you can end up getting payouts like these. So these aren't my only payouts, and this is someone from my Discord, but this is just some examples that I had laying around. So that being said, let's go over why prop firms are rigged to lose, especially for beginner traders. So let's go over this. So number one, prop firms account sizes. So as you can see, I brought up a screenshot of Top Steps account sizes, and as you can see, they offered 50K, 100K, and $150,000 accounts. And this is mostly the same with every prop firm. Yeah, some have smaller, some have bigger, but it's mostly the same. What I'm about to go over, and what I say about why I say their prop firm account sizes are rigged is because from the jump, they're advertising that you're getting a $50,000 account when in reality you're only getting the maximum loss limit of the account. And for this example of $50,000, or the 50K account, the maximum loss limit is $2,000, which really makes it a $2,000 account. Same with 100K, it says it's a 100K account, but if you look at the maximum loss limit, is obviously a $3,000 drawdown, so it really means it's a $3,000 account before you lose it. Same with 150K, $4,500 max loss limit, so if you lose $4,500 in the account, you lose the account. Also, when you look at the profit target is higher than what the max loss limit is. So that's also another reason why prop firms are out to get you. And there's one huge thing within all of this that I haven't explained yet that really messes you over, especially with the account size, the real account size, which is the drawdown, and that is the max position per account. As you can see, it says you can have 5 contracts for the 50K, 10 for the 100K, and 15 for the 150K. And if you don't know, or yeah, for the 150K and aka the $4,500 account. But if you don't know, just looking at the 50K account, like I said earlier, is really a $2,000 account. And if you go anywhere live where you take your money to a broker with $2,000 and say, okay, here's my money, here's $2,000, I want to start live trading with you guys in the real markets. What is my max position size I can use? Most live trading brokerages are going to say you can only use 5 micros max, maybe 10 micros, 1 mini. But most brokerages aren't going to allow you to go over that. But as you can see for Top Step, you can have a max position size of 5 for the minis and then 50 for the micros. So if you don't know what micros are, it's just a tenth of the mini. If you don't know what a mini is, I need you to go look up a futures video explaining the differences between everything. But for those that know already what futures are and everything, Top Step offering basically 5 mini max position size for basically a $2,000 account is actually insane. I would do the math on it right now to see like if you were to max out your account or go into a trade with max position size in a $2,000 account, basically, aka the 50K account, how many points it would take. But let's see. Let's just do the math real quick. So to get $1,000 with one contract is 20 points basically. If you go max contracts, it's gonna take 20 points for you to basically lose your $50,000 account, aka $2,000, which is insane. So understanding that these account sizes, what they advertise, like the 50K, 100K, 150K, aren't really what it seems to be, and it really is what the maximum loss limit says it is. Understanding that will help you, and just know that that alone shows why prop firms are against you. Because, like I said, if you go to any live brokerage and offer them the same amount of money, that these prop firm accounts are offering, they're going to tell you, hell no, you cannot trade with that allotted amount of position size. So yeah, that's being said, that's number one on the list. The account sizes with prop firms. All prop firms are the same way. So, or most prop firms. I don't know. Maybe there's some unicorn prop firm out there that doesn't do this the same way, but I really doubt it. Number two. Reason, the second reason why prop firms are against you and waiting for your downfall, is the trailing drawdown. So I grabbed this picture off of, or this screenshot off of Google. I just looked up trailing drawdown. So shout out whoever made it. I don't know who did. But as you can see, let's say you started off with a 100K account. That's what this blue line represents, right? And let's say the drawdown is $3,000. So if you lose $3,000, your account is over, which is this trailing max drawdown. This red line is the trailing max drawdown, right? I'm gonna go through this like it's Top Step. There's different type of trailing drawdowns. With Top Step is a daily trailing drawdown. I know Apex has its intraday trailing drawdown, but it's different for every prop firm. So look it up with whatever prop firm you're using. But I'm gonna act like this is Top Step's prop firm. So the bottom is each day. The red line is the trailing drawdown, and the account balance is basically your account balance. So if you don't know what a trailing drawdown is, it's basically when you make any sort of profit, this original loss limit follows you. So for example, if I were to make $1,000 on a Top Step eval from the original $2,000 account that I had, the drawdown will follow me up that $1,000 to make sure the drawdown is still at $2,000. Whereas in a live account, if I make $1,000 in a $2,000 account, I now have a drawdown of $3,000. So that's another way that prop firms set you up to fail. The trailing drawdown, if you make money in the account, up to a certain point, of course, it's different with every prop firm. So look up the policies and everything. But if you make a certain amount of money, basically you didn't make any money at all. So let's look at this example right here. So looking at the first day, we started off with $100,000. Boom. We lost $1,000. Okay, lost $1,000, whatever, right? In a $3,000 account. Lost $1,000, so I now have a drawdown of $2,000. So on the second day, I lost $1,000. Next day, I made $1,500, so the account size went from $99,000 to $100,500. The drawdown now goes up to $97,500 instead of $2,500 like it should be, since I'm up $500 on the account. It's still held at that $2,000 drawdown limit. Let's say the next day I made $1,500, or that day I made $1,500. So going into the next day, the account size is now at $102,000. Oh, we're going over $3,000 drawdown. Excuse me, from just like reinterpret it as $3,000 drawdown, whatever I just said. But let's say next day I make another $1,500. The drawdown now moves up another $1,500 with me, making it still a $3,000 drawdown. I hope you understand what I'm getting at. So right here, we're up $2,000 basically on the account, but somehow we still only have $3,000 worth of drawdown left, like the original day that we started. That is how trailing drawdown works. And if you hit this trailing drawdown, you basically blow your account. So instead of having a $2,000 extra to trade with, you have a trailing drawdown of still the original drawdown size of $3,000 in the account. Now, like I said, I know for Top Step, when you hit a certain amount in Top Step, the trailing drawdown does stop. It's different for everybody. But I know for a lot of evals, it's like this. So yeah, just look at your rules for that certain prop firm and you'll understand that. Now, number 3 is cheap accounts. I know a lot of people was like, oh, how could cheap accounts be, I don't know, how can cheap accounts make it to where it's harder for me to trade and harder for me to win, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to go over all of that in a second. I already had some Instagram comments said, Oh, because Top Step is just making so much money off $50 accounts, which is their cheapest account size, right? So the thing about Top Step and how they advertise copy trading and making big profits with all their traders, everything. This is how everybody says. I mean, even I say it. Copy trading is the way to have big months, but a lot of people don't know how to handle a lot of different accounts at the same time with this amount of size and have the psychology to be able to trade through everything and be okay with it. So the reason I say, and before I continue, I know these look like cheap accounts, and it's like, bro, Top Step is not making any money off of us. I promise you, there's so many traders that trade with Top Step. I wish I had the number. I didn't research it, but I promise you, there's so many traders blowing through accounts on a monthly basis. And I just want to let you know, this is how they make their main source of profit is people blowing their accounts and buying more and more and more. So yes, $50 seems appeasing at first as instead of starting a live account with $2,000 in it, but you have to understand people blow through evals every day, and I'm talking about copy trading and then putting the credit card back in every single day. And I promise you, this is their main source of income. This is how they get their payouts or be able to give their traders payouts. I know part of it also does come from their live trading program, but most of it comes from this. I can't explain to you like how many people are actually blowing accounts. It's an insane number, and just know that the amount they're paying out to traders versus the amount they're making from people buying these accounts and blowing them is the reason why they're profitable as prop firms. So yeah. So cheap accounts, you just think to yourself, oh, it's a cheap account. $50, that's nothing. Until you blow the account. It's like, well, it's just $50. Get another one. Blown 50, blown 50, blown 50, blown 50. And it's just like, oh, it's just $50. It's whatever. Every here now and then I'm spending $50 in the account instead of having a live account and blowing $2,000 until this slowly creeps up on you, and now you're blowing way more than $2,000. All it takes is what in a $50 account, 40 accounts. Trust me, I know 40 accounts seem insane, but I promise you, it's easy to get to that point. And yeah. Just to cycle through accounts. It's so easy. I've blown a lot of money through accounts myself. And trust me, there's a lot of people worse than me. So, yeah. That being said, let's talk about how to beat prop firms and get payouts, right? So, number one is mastering the rules. You have to master the rules that we just spoke about, like the daily drawdown, the max drawdown, the max position size, the profit target, and everything. You have to create a great risk management plan. Sorry, I have some notes right here. A great risk management plan, a great trading plan, and great everything just to follow around these rules, because you got to understand this is not, you can do whatever you want. This is my account. I do whatever you want. No, you have a certain limit to what you're able to do before the account is blown, and you have to reset the account. So understanding the rules and understanding, okay, I have a max loss limit of 2K, a max position of 5. Should I really be using that max position for that account to hit my profit target of 3,000? Also with Top Step and evals, you can't make more than $1,500 in a day. So you got to understand that. Oh, I mean, you can, but your total profits can't be over the 50%. And what 50% of 3,000 is, the profit target is 1,500. That's why I say that you can make over 3,000, but you got to make, more throughout the days. But you can't make over 50% of $3,000 generally with Top Step. So understanding that as well, understanding how the trailing drawdown works, and that you don't have more room if you do make money. When you do make money, then you think you should. Like if you make $2,000 in a day and your account is at $52,000, your drawdown is still $2,000 right behind you. So understanding that, and yeah, just being able to master everything and just building the strategy around these rules, knowing what percent or how much you can risk per trade and everything, which I'll get into later, as you can see. But number two is trading one repeatable edge. This is one of the biggest things. I used to cycle through so many different types of strategies, indicators, bots, everything. I used to spend so much money on it. But I'm here to tell you, you don't even have to do all that. Just find one strategy that seems to resonate with you. Find out if you're like a swing trader, a day trader, whatever it is. Find one strategy that resonates with you and just keep repeating that strategy. Because if you keep strategy hopping, you're just setting yourself back each time that you do it. So, because each strategy comes with its own personal like edge that you have to read the market and be able to take the correct ones and make sure you know when to take off trades, when to get into trades and everything. So every time you strategy hop or indicator hop, which there's no magical indicator by the way, and every time you strategy hop or indicator hop, you're just setting yourself back even more. Now, number 3 is control your psychology and master risk management. So let's go over control psychology real quick. One, make sure, I know these are $50 accounts. It looks so easy or so cheap, like that you can just blow through these accounts like it's nothing. But understand that that is the trap that they're trying to give you or sell you. Oh, $50 for a 50K account. Understand it's really not that deep. And you need to understand that you need to trade this account like it's a $2,000 account. Making sure that each trade that you take, does it fit your setup? How big is your risk management, or what's your risk management plan in the setup? How far is your stop loss? How far away is your take profit? Does it follow your plan? I'm pretty sure I said that already. How much position size are you willing to take on this trade? One good thing that I saw some TikTok trader use that I thought was really good, and I started implementing it myself, is that what you should do for each trade, to risk on each trade, how much you should risk on each trade, you should divide your maximum loss limit by 7. So, for example, of what, $2,000, let's say, divide that by 7 is 285. So each trade that I take shouldn't be more than 285. Now, let's say I lost money on an account. Say I lost 500 and I have a maximum drawdown of $500. Divide that by 7. Or I have a max drawdown of $1,500. Divide that by 7. Each trade I shouldn't risk more than $214. So that was very interesting. I forgot the guy's name. Shout out to him. But that was very interesting, and that's something you should establish in your trading as well. Now, if you can master all these things, especially risk management, you understand as a trader, you're more of a risk manager than an actual what people see as traders. I kind of see it like poker, or like people that count blackjack cards, right? They play probabilities and understand like, oh, each trade, I'm not gonna put the max amount of money or go all in with all my money. Oh, this set of cards, I know it's a lower probability because the last set of cards was a certain way. So I know this way, the next set of cards are gonna have a low probability for me to win. So I'm gonna go in less, and then when there's a higher probability setup, I'm gonna go in more. Basically like that. That's kind of how I see trading. Same as with business too. Okay, if I were to implement this into my business, there's a 70% chance that this could go right for me and a 30% chance that it could go wrong. I'm going to go ahead and take the risk and go ahead and implement it into my business and live with the risk. So, yeah, risk management is the biggest part of trading. Understand how much capital you have and just protecting that capital so you can live to fight another day. Now, if you do all these things, you can receive these payouts. This is when I had my 15K month in July. Had some other like 10K plus months. This I got recently in September. And then this is Suave in the Discord. Shout out to Suave. He's been trading less than 2 months in my Discord, in my premium Discord, and he already got a payout. So yeah, if you want to join that and come get a payout, come trade with me, come trade live, come see my call outs and everything, that will be that down below in the description. But other than that, just make sure you understand prop firms and that they're not here for you to succeed. They want to take your money, but with discipline, understanding their rules, having your edge, having psychology, and being a good risk manager, you can easily achieve payouts like this. So, yeah, that being said, it's been your boy Jaw Trades. I've been yapping for a little bit, yapping for way longer than I expected. But yeah, thank you for tuning into the video. If you want to join my premium, I'll leave it down below in the description. Sorry about my blinds back there. I had it halfway up because I was trying to clean something out of the blinds and I didn't want the other side up, letting all the light in. But whatever. That being said, it's been your boy Jaw Trades. If you want to join the premium, hit that link down below in the description. Make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok for more informative videos in a shorter way. And yeah, you guys have a blessed, beautiful weekend. I love y'all. Deuces.